Peace. You know, it is the most simplest of things that will set us free. It is very rarely the very complex thing, the little story that we are telling ourselves of what you must accomplish or what you must become to have your freedom or your joy or your love. It is the most simplest of things. It is the power that exists within you. It is the only power that exists. And it is love. It is God. It is the truth. And I think it is very funny how man has all of these triumphs, these great feats, all of this technology in the society that is being built. And we always look back and we desire this, regardless of all of it. We desire these things. We desire freedom. We desire love. We desire the truth. And you didn't need to construct anything to have that. That was already within you. There's nothing in this world or in any other place that can take that from you. And we forget that. We forget that so often. We are very forgetful creatures, and we are destined creatures to remember. And that is all that this journey in life is teaching you. You know, very often in the world, in our personal lives, we do not see it, but we live in this basis of fear. We do not see it, but it is there. And it commands so many things in our day-to-day life. We want to have power over circumstance. We want to have power over what the outcome will be. We want to have power over how we are perceived. We want to have power over so many things. You know, so it is said a lot that knowledge is power. But we do not know what knowledge is, really. We do not have a great understanding of it. You know, you can know how to be an idiot. You can know how to be a fool. You can know how to be hateful. It is not going to give you power. Perhaps it will do many things for you. And perhaps you will believe it to be power. But that is not the truth. You know, very often, the condition of thought and belief that we pick up as we walk about in this world we will believe it to be power. Perhaps it will give you some result that you like for a moment, but that is not what it is. Almost at all times, these ideologies, these beliefs that we pick up, they're just subversive type of ideals that will take your will from you in service of something that you do not know, that you do not have an understanding of. And it is a simple and humbling thing to do, to really sit with yourself and really look at the things that you think you desire. Really look within them and see where they are coming from. Try and find the origin of them. And you start at the very basis of things, the root of them. And for myself, I will not try to speak for you, but for myself, and what I believe that I witness in others. What you truly do desire is love, is God, is truth. And we will do so many things to try and attain them, but they are already yours. And if you can accept and you can understand, if you can go within yourself and reflect and find the origin of yourself, you will find that these things are already there. And if you understand that they are already there, and you are not withholding yourself of them through this conditioning, through this belief, through this basis of knowledge of what you believe yourself in this world to be, if you will simply not withhold yourself from them, from love, from truth, from God, from your nature, if you can get yourself to a place where you have access to these things, perhaps you will gaze upon the world and on others, and perhaps you will see that they are looking for it too. And perhaps rather than being someone who is greatly known in the world, who has all of these resources, all of these material things, all of this status, who is in alignment with the ideology of the time that will grant you some material success or gain, perhaps we can guide each other back to this truth of what is within you already, that we do so many things to seek, to look for, to grasp at, and never quite arrive. Because that destined place of being, that place that you are searching for, it is at the beginning of all of it. It is at the end of all of it. And it is something that we can give ourselves. And it is something that we can give each other. And that is so much of what this world is seeking. That is what you're learning here. And it is okay that it is difficult. But in my life, that is what is important. That is what matters. And if I'm not a rich man, if I'm not great to the world, that is okay. If I can love you. If I can find that within myself. That you are deserving. That you are worthy of love. And that everything else is okay. Whatever I will have to go through for that. To have that within myself. Not to have abandoned a truth. Not to abandon God. Not to abandon love that resides within you. That is the great triumph of this human experience. That you can come to this place full of illusions, full of darkness, full of things that are hidden from you, full of things that are heavy that you must carry, full of temptation, full of plentiful reason to have hatred for others, to believe that you are separate from them, to believe that you are greater than them or that you know better. The answer is already within you. And if you can provide it for yourself, you can be a way shower, And perhaps no one will see it. Perhaps no one will see it. But in acting that out, in understanding the basis of your own being, what a wealth, what a treasure, what a triumph it is to find and to be able to have that care, to be able to have that within you, that there is nothing for you to lose, that you can give freely, that you have everything to gain from giving freely, from being loving, from being kind, from being upright and righteous in honoring your own nature and finding out what will come from it. You can live a life of comfort. You can live a life of struggle and strife and fight your way to the top of whatever it is you're trying to get to. But that treasure is already within you. And that is not to say do not go out and attempt great things. Follow your spirit, follow your heart, follow the truth that is within you. And this will be brought out of you. If you're honest to it, if you're genuine to it, if you're authentic to yourself, if you're willing to let go of everything you believe you know so that you can have the truth. then you will have it. You will be free. Everything that has been stood up in this world in man's name, it is small compared to it. And I would just like to offer you that perspective and continue to honor it myself. And I thank you for that. That you would hear me speak. I'm grateful to you. And I'm grateful that I would do it for myself. Regardless of the cost, I'm grateful. And I thank you. Peace.